You're listening to Game On with Jackson Stuart.
Life is good, but you, player, deserve something great. Follow Game On with Jackson Stuart on social media and get the latest advice, tips, and life hacks. Follow at Game On with Jack on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Lastly, hook yourself up with news you can use, interviews, posts, articles, and more on men's lifestyle, health, and success. See you at www.gameonwithjack.blog. Life's a game. Time to play. Time to win.
It's better knowing how to fall than to stumble. Living on the line with the truth all day. I've seen you on the radar so many times. I don't want to end up hiding. I don't want to end up fighting.
Good people, sexy people, welcome to another edition of Game On with Jackson Stuart. I'm your host, and as always, I appreciate you guys taking a moment to stop by and check out the podcast, listen on your ride in or your ride out, maybe at the gym, maybe on a walk, maybe cleaning your house, getting ready, whatever it is. But I'm glad that you guys are inviting me into your life, and I hope that my presence is helping your life in some way or some form, you know, that the content here is worthwhile. Because that is what it's all about. Sorry, I was reaching for my phone. Anyway, I want to invite you guys to follow Game On all social media, YouTube, patreon.com, and Twitter, all at Game On with Jack. The blog is gameonwithjack.blog, and the player shop is gameonwithjack.shop. So tonight's episode, one of my favorite kind of episodes to do, and Ask Jack, where you guys have sent in your questions and your inquiries and pulled them together. And I do them randomly. So when you guys hear me answer, it's literally like the first time I see some of these questions. So it's kind of exciting. It's kind of fun. But, you know, like I said, it's all about giving you guys worthwhile, meaningful content, not just getting up here slapping my gums together. So without further ado, let's get it on. I think we'll probably hit about 10 to 15 questions tonight. We'll see how things go. First question is from Mark. Mark comes to us from New York via Twitter. Dear Jackson, love the show. What's the best way to start a morning routine for maximum productivity? Mark, thank you so much. Welcome. Yeah, let me slow down. I'm talking like 1,000 miles a minute. Mark, go back maybe 2 episodes, I think, and check out the biohacking your morning. It is I feel like it's a great show. I feel like it's also a timeless and important topic about biohacking your morning. Your morning is the beginning of your day, literally, for most people. And we should all start the day off on the best foot possible, right? Like, you don't want to start your day off all fucked up or in a bad mood or waking up tired or whatever. So having a great morning routine literally sets your day up for success. So best way, read, listen to that episode, excuse me, try different things and cobble together your own routine based off of 3 or 4 things that work. So things you could try that most people swear by. Keeping a gratitude journal or list of some type. Once they wake up, they write down 3 to 10 things they're grateful for. Avoiding the news and social media as soon as they wake up. Unfortunately, and I'm guilty of this too, sometimes you wake up, first thing you do is grab your phone and you start scrolling, going through what popped up on Instagram. Oh man, not another episode where I can't talk. What popped up on Instagram, what's going on X, what's going on YouTube, etc., what's in the news. No. Because I guarantee you the majority of that is going to be negative, because that's how people get viewership, is salacious and sensational topics and headlines. but you're putting that negativity right into your brain first thing. So think about when you wake up, your brain is almost like a sponge. It's in an absorption state, very similar to how it is right before you go to bed. Feed it good stuff. Don't give it junk. So avoid your phone. Avoid social media and the news. Write down your gratitude list. If you eat breakfast, make sure it is a breakfast of body enhancing food, things with nutrition, things with, maybe a little bit of caffeine, but things that are going to make you feel great. Not like 8 pounds of pancakes are going to make you feel like a brick. Don't get me wrong. I love some pancakes here and there, and lastly, most people will either do some type of meditation, some type of breathing exercise, or they may incorporate an early workout. So those are just some examples of things you can try. Find what works for you. No one person's morning routine is the same for everybody, but you got to find what works, adapt the best, forget the rest, and keep going. Urban Nomad via Instagram. What are the top 5 books every man should read before 30? Ooh, that's a great question. And, I'm going to say to this answer, if you don't get all these books before 30, still read them anyway. My top 5 would be Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I'm a big proponent of positive mental attitudes. Where your mind goes, everything else follows. If you're not familiar with Napoleon Hill's work, especially Think and Grow Rich, written back in the 20s, if I'm correct, but still applicable. Like it could be 40-20, the year 40-20, it'll still apply. But Napoleon Hill was hired to interview some of the most successful people of the time, and he writes a list of what these people can do, to what they've done to ensure their success, and how people, everyday people, can apply these steps to their life in pursuit of riches. Fabulous book. Next up, I would suggest reading, maybe I should know these answers ahead of time. Next up, I would suggest reading, I'd say The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino, another positive mental health book. I would recommend reading just because it's such a beautiful compilation. For I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. I would also suggest reading Night by Eli Wiesel. I would suggest reading in totality whatever religion you subscribe to, read its main book. So if you are Christian, I suggest you read the Bible. If you are Muslim, read the Quran. If you're Jewish, read the Torah. And here's why I say that. Know your source material of what you're talking about. Like, the more you study your religion or your belief system, and if you don't have a belief system, that's fine. I mean, hey, I'm not forcing anything on anybody, but whatever you believe, have read about it, be educated in it, and therefore you can ask questions if you need to. You can become better or deeper in it. You can apply it better in your life. I think that's 4 books. Maybe it's 5. I'll probably go over this a little bit. I like The Secret. You can say what you want about law of attraction, but I really do believe in it. I think The Secret is a great book. It's a fast read. The Art of War by Sun Tzu is a great book, still applicable, written by a Chinese general. I don't know if it's 1,000 years ago, it might be. And just, you can apply that to life, just the way that he lays out how to conquer, how to manage an army, etc. And I'm gonna group these 3 books together because they're all written by the same guy. But Robert Greene wrote The Laws of Seduction, The Laws of Power, and then the 50th Law of Power, which is written by Greene and 50 Cent. Phenomenal book. So read those books. If you don't get them before 30, keep reading them. In addition to that, I would say, Lord of the Flies is a great book about society. So is Animal Farm. And if you want to just if you want to just round out who you are as a human being, I'd say definitely read Roots and read The House on Mango Street. They're ethnically specific, but they really do touch on the pursuit of being human. So those are my picks. You guys let me know. What would you suggest as 5 books to read before 30? Coming to us via Facebook. God, I got to really do that Facebook page some more. John Carter, interesting name. The Mars fictional hero. Dear Jackson Stuart, how do you maintain work-life balance in a fast-paced city? Okay, good question. I've lived in some fast-paced cities before. I've had some fast jobs, and work life is always it's a pursuit. So here's like the 5 things I would give you, John, in terms of how to maintain a work-life balance. Number 1, accept that it is a constant balancing act. You're never going to just get it and be done. Some days, and let me back up, realize that it's not so much balance as it's work-life harmony. Here's the difference. Balance is 50-50. Think of a seesaw where 2 people are perfectly horizontal because they weigh exactly the same. They're both equally distributed in the same fashion, and the fulcrum's got them both leveled out. Life does not work like that, in my opinion. Now, think of like jazz music, which I love. Jazz is about harmony, not about balance. You might have a moment when the sax player is just on a riff and just playing, and everybody else in the band goes quiet, so the sax guy or sax woman can go out there and get theirs, and they go quiet and they step back. And then the drummer does a little bit of a grandstand. Is that balance? No. Is that harmony? Yes. So accept, number 1, that it's always going to be a harmony act. 2, listen to your body. The moments when you are stressed out or anxious, don't feel good, look at what you're doing and make a note of it. Are you working too many hours? Are you not working enough hours to get this project off your plate? Are you sleeping too much? Are you not sleeping enough? Are you not eating right? So 2, listen to your body. 3, get professional help with this. Don't try and tackle work-life balance all by yourself. Trust me, there are so many therapists and counselors that are trained to deal with this because, especially in a post-COVID world where we realized we could do a lot of work from home, that work-life balance thing went kind of upside down. So get professional help to help you out. Lastly, I'd recommend be patient with yourself, be kind. You're not always going to get it right, and you sure as hell ain't always going to get it wrong. But there may be moments when you're like, oh man, I was supposed to give work 12 hours a day, and you may wake up and feel like hell. Listen to your body. Cut back where you can. Or you may wake up or leave work and like, oh man, I was supposed to go to that party tonight. I was supposed to go out and have coffee tonight. I just don't feel like it. I'm tired. It's okay to change your plans based off how you feel. Self-care is paramount, which is funny because I myself, your man Jack, am terrible at self-care. And I can hear all the people who lecture me about self-care laughing at how I just answered that question. So there you go. JimRat89 via Twitter. Dear Game On with Jackson Stuart, what are the most effective home workouts for building muscle? Oh, if you guys have listened to the show, you know what I'm about to say. Kettlebells, baby. I'm all about the kettlebells. No, but seriously, first of all, if I'm, anytime I give any kind of advice about diet or nutrition or physicality, I tell people first thing you got to do, go out there and get your ass a physical. Right? So you know where you're starting, if you have any pre-existing health concerns. Next up, get some kettlebells. Start low, 5 pounds, 2 pounds, and get a good kettlebell routine. Why do I like the kettlebell? Because you can do a total body workout in 20 or 30 minutes and feel like you just went 12 rounds with Mike Tyson, or a very large bear that can wrestle, one of the two. In addition to that, protein, whey protein to be specific. I'm a big whey protein guy because, to me, typically other proteins, I bulk up quick. I'm not trying to do that. So whey protein helps my muscles heal, helps me recover. I'm also a big fan, and if she's listening, she knows who she is, who turned me on to BCAAs, amino acids, especially if my ass has been drinking the night before. So protein, BCAA, I love pre-workout powder. Love it. It's not for everybody, but I'm a big fan of it. And then kettlebells. And you can download kettlebell routines, about a handful, PDFs, and just start easy, especially if you've never done kettlebells before. Go slow and listen to your body and be compassionate. Maybe, I'll tell you, don't try and do kettlebells 5 days in a row. You'll tear yourself apart. Maybe start twice a week, 3 times a week. Give yourself rest days. In addition to a muscle building program at home, please make sure you are also incorporating stretching, all right? Whether it be yoga, Pilates, you need to really work on keeping your tendons and muscles pliable, stretched, and healthy, all right? Because it's too easy to hurt yourself at home. Trust me, too easy. David from Chicago, can you recommend any professional development courses for young men? No, I'm joking. Professional development courses. I would say the first place I would start is wherever they are at school or working. So if they're already at a job and they want to climb the ladder of that job, I would inquire in that business or corporation about personal development courses that are available. If they're in school, I'm sure, go to your career. God, why? Jack gets frustrated talking. I'm leaving this in. If it's at school, there are career development placement offices that will offer various programs, from like etiquette at a business dinner or luncheon, what to wear, how to dress, how to conduct an interview, or how to be interviewed. So I would tell young men to look where they currently are for professional development courses. And then if they can't find it, as odd as this may sound, YouTube and TikTok, terrible places for medical advice and conspiracy theories, but great for a lot of development information. And then just snowball from there. Maybe, and they should come in very specific with what they want. Like, I want to be a better interviewee. I want to be a better note taker. I want to be whatever it is that they want to sharpen up in their personal and professional development. Start with that target in mind, so they just don't feel like thrown by the wind with all the various types of development courses out there. And then they can tailor their pursuit, the videos or whatever that they're intaking, and then they can, build from there. The Dapper Gent writes in, what are the essential items for a versatile wardrobe? Ooh, I like that one. So to me, a versatile wardrobe is a wardrobe that you can have scheduled just about any event coming up, and you don't get shook as to, oh shit, I got to run to the store and buy some clothes, So you're kind of covered no matter what's going down. Items that you need. One, you will need, I'm assuming this is for men. You need a sport coat. Something bobbed in the last 2 years. Maybe I'll say 2, 3. 3. One should be double-breasted. One should be, that flaps over when it's buttoned. One should be single-breasted, maybe like 3 buttons. And one should be of linen or of a thin enough breathable material that you could wear outside on a hot day. So boom, jackets / sport coats. 2 is versatile wardrobe, leather jacket of some type. I'd say go with a black one. If you can, get a black and brown, because that way you can wear it regardless of what the event might be and what color palette you're dealing with. 3 pairs of blue jeans, 1 very dark, so you could wear it out and like a nice function where you can wear jeans. 1 pair should be like your, gonna do housework kind of pair, gonna go outside pair. Your other one should be if work has a jeans day. So not super duper, so nice that you stand out and look kind of odd, but you can wear them anywhere at work and not look like you just got through painting the living room. You need, I'd say 3 button-down dress shirts, 1 white, 1 black, 1 blue, 2 suits, a black and a brown one, 3 if you can squeeze in a gray suit. Ties, can't go wrong with a black tie, can't go wrong with a red tie and a blue tie. And then I'm going to round out with shoes, black shoes, brown shoes, leather, especially if they can be shined up, shine your shoes. And then underwear, a nice array of boxers. I still like white t-shirts because I hate getting deodorant stains on my t-shirts, my outer t-shirts, and also, some funky t-shirts, maybe something with a distressed look or a rustic look. Lastly, and I know I said lastly already about the wardrobe, you want something that's got your funky flavor. Maybe beaded bracelets, watches, jewelry, rings, whatever it is that sets you out from anybody else that's wearing the exact same outfit. So I feel like that's a great start. You guys, let me know what you think about that answer, because I know the fashion is big for guys, and I like that because fashion is important. We should break that myth that guys don't know how to dress, that we don't know what to wear, because that's bullshit. That's not true. Oh, dress socks. Sorry, I thought I was done. Dress socks, workout gear, sweatpants you can wear outside, even though you're not working out in them. And cologne. All right, now I'm done. Miami Alex via Snapchat. Alex, how you get my Snapchat? Game on. What's the best way to network in a new city? Ooh. Best way to network in a new city. Find hobbies you like and join the appropriate and respective groups. If you like coffee, go to Starbucks, go to a coffee shop, be really nice to the staff, not creepy nice, but sincerely, genuinely nice. And then go to that board that every coffee shop has with announcements. See if there's something there about, coffee lovers. Or if you play sports, go to your local rec center of the new city. See if there's a sign-up sheet for, pickup teams. If you like crafts, go to your local craft shop. Look at any bulletin board of any place that serves what you like. And I guarantee you there will be groups there looking for members. And that's where you would start. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. All you need is like 2 half-assed decent groups or 1 outstanding group. Because then you make friends. And these new friends want to bring you around, especially when they hear you're new. And then you will meet new people, and then you start building this crazy network. All right. So the biggest key towards networking in a new city is just not being afraid. Yeah, you can be cautious, you can be scared, but being brave and acting in spite of that fear and just branching out. And for God's sake, have fun. If you ain't having fun networking, you're not doing it right. Or you don't like the people you're trying to network with. Have a good time. Branch out. It'll be fine. You'll work it out. Let's see. We got time for, maybe 3 more if I answer quick. B-Master via Twitter. How do you properly care for and groom a beard? B-Master, great question. So, men's grooming is kind of a new topic. Not new, but it's like it's hot. Like guys are starting to actually talk about the fact that grooming is, we just don't wake up and grunt and then roll out the house. We take care of our facial hair, our beards, our mustaches, our goatees, our sideburns, whatever. How do I do it? How do I recommend it? I gotta give them props. Not just because I love the store, but Target. Target has a beautiful men's grooming section. So go there. Or any store with men's products for beards and mustaches. Pick up the samples first. Don't go all in and buy an $85 14-gallon jug of something, not knowing if you're going to like it, not knowing if you're going to like the smell, not knowing if, your skin's going to react okay to it. Get a sample, try it out. Also, I recommend that check out like Amazon. Amazon's men's grooming is hella impressive. The products that they have. I recommend it. I think people should check it out. Also, keep in mind that this is trial and error. You're going to find some products that work for you, some that don't. Keep in mind your hair texture type. I'm a black man. My hair, especially in my beard, or my half goatee, depending on how you want to phrase it, I have gray hair in there, sexy gray, but the texture is different. So I have to try different things. Plus, my hair is curly. So don't be afraid to get products that are tailored for your, ethnic type and or for your hair quality, because the hair is a little bit different. So experiment, look around, sample, and then once you find something that works, buy the shit out of it. Like if this hair gel or whatever is good for your for your beard, buy a lot of it. So that if they ever discontinue it, your ass is okay. I hate that when I'm like, oh man, I love this body wash. It's great, blah, blah. And then I run out and I go back to the store and then it's not there. And then I Google it and they're like, oh, that was discontinued. Oh, that pisses me off. So anyway, I stock up on shit that I like. Fit and healthy. Sent in what should be included in a daily diet for optimal health. Once again, please consult your doctor, dietitians, nutritionists, etc. But my recommendations for optimal health: lots of water, protein, listening to your body. If you crave something, not really bad stuff, a lot of it, but if you crave maybe a sudden dash of salt or a particular type of vegetable or meat, I believe that's your body telling you it needs it. Now, once again, consult an expert, but that's just me. Also, while you're eating healthy, and if you've gone keto, what you eat, you want to go very low carb, very high protein. If you do intermittent fasting, you want to do your 12 to, noon and 8 kind of eating, and whatever it is, please make sure you are eating to some degree, maybe even in very small amounts, something that you like to eat. Even eating healthy, just figure out a way you can sneak in a small piece of chocolate, if that's your kick, or one drink. And I say that because if you become so rigid in what you eat, eventually eating should be pleasurable. That's why God gave us taste buds, okay? If you become so rigid that eating is just to keep you alive, you're going to become miserable. Eating should not make you miserable. And you're going to break. And when you break, they're going to find you in like aisle 6 somewhere, just eating a box of Twinkies or something, out of control, crying. Enjoy yourself. All right? You can enjoy yourself and still be healthy. Definitely. You can enjoy yourself and still have a great daily diet. So, consult experts, but I always go with, some protein, some vegetables, lots of water, something good. And depending on, if you're watching your carbs or your sodium or your calories, you got to take those things into effect. Also, I would say another aspect that's key for daily optimal health: no processed food, or unless this is a cheat day or a fun moment, something, but try and cook at home as much as possible, because that really will, make a difference towards what, you enjoying your food and also the food being healthy. Last question, and we're going to do a part 2. We always end up doing a part 2 of the Ask Jack because we just get in so many great questions. I want to get them all. Let's see. What are some must-have gadgets for a tech-savvy man? This comes in from City Slicker via Twitter. Must-have gadgets. Smartwatch. Got to have a smartwatch nowadays. And I know there are guys that are traditional watch aficionados. I feel you. Oh, shoot. That goes back to the wardrobe question. Have a nice watch. Okay, I'm done with that question. But I think you got to have a smartwatch also nowadays because, the ability to see text, to set an alarm, to know how your pulse is doing, blood pressure, etc. via just a watch. A small mini computer on your wrist is paramount. I think you need some type of portable computer, whether it be a tablet or a laptop that you can take with you almost everywhere and it not bog you down. A great sound system, if you're a music lover, that incorporates technology, sound bars, wireless speakers. If you are a gamer, you definitely need some type of high-end console. Tech savvy, you definitely need a big ass flat screen TV. Like, come on, and now I don't think you can get a TV that's not a smart TV, but embrace it, because a lot of guys get all this technology and only use like 10% of it, and you've wasted 90% of the money. So if you got a smart TV, learn everything you can about it, use the shit. Same with a watch. And lastly, smartphone, whether you be a Droid guy like myself, shut up all you Apple haters, all you Droid haters, iPhone, whatever it is, definitely you want to have those aspects of tech and you want them incorporated. So your phone can talk to your watch and vice versa, and you can control your sound via your phone maybe. And so, yeah, I'm not big on Alexa or Siri running my house just because they go off at weird times. I just unplug them. But I do I do believe that the importance of being tech savvy is knowing that technology is here to enhance your life, not incapacitate it, not slow it down, and not to make lazy your progress as a player. All right, guys, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I sure as hell did. We'll do part 2 next week. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Game On with Jackson Stuart. If you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do. Subscribe, leave a review, leave a comment, like, share, all that good stuff. And as always, guys, keep pushing yourself, keep experimenting, keep winning the game. And until next time. Oh, shit, before I go, hi, April. April's new to the show. April and I run in some of the same circles. She knows what I'm talking about. Welcome aboard, baby. Nice to have you. I'm Jackson Stuart. You guys keep it sexy and game on.